Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here, to my third episode of this season's Comfort Food Edition. I bring you beef chili. As always, we are going to start off with our lovely display of our ingredients. First things first, we are always going to start off by prepping our ingredients and setting those aside so that the cooking process can be a lot easier. For this ingredient, you are going to need half of an onion diced, garlic paste, or 4 cloves of diced garlic, and you are also going to need 2 diced jalapenos. I also decided to cut my cherry tomatoes in half because instead of using the canned version of the roast tomatoes, I decided to roast my own. For the roasted tomatoes, I only seasoned this with Italian seasoning, oregano, and a little bit of chipotle pepper. Then you are going to add a little bit of olive oil and give that a good mix and put this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes on 350 degrees. I decided to keep my seeds from my jalapeno peppers because I like a little bit of spice in my food. But if you're the type of person who does not like spice, please remove your seeds because these do have a kick to it. Grab your favorite brand of bacon, and we are going to use about 6 to 7 bacon strips to cut them into dice-sized cubes. And by doing so, you are just going to cut these into thin-sized pieces, just like these. And now that we have finally finished prepping all of our ingredients, we are going to go in and start off by sauteing our bacon strips pieces. As you know, bacon comes with a lot of grease, and therefore you do not need to add anything else to the pan but the bacon strips. We are going to cut the bacon pieces until golden brown and crispy. Then we are going to remove them from the oil and add our vegetables. Now that our bacon is fully cooked and crispy, we are going to go in with our vegetables and let this cook until tenderized. Once your vegetables are nice and tender, we are going to remove just half of this from our pan, and we are going to add the beef. Once you have added your beef, you are going to try to finely chop and break up the beef so that you don't have no lumps or chunks inside of this. Once the meat begins to brown, you are going to go in and add your seasonings, which is the Brazilian mix marinade, followed by the chili mixed packet. Then we are going to mix that all in until we get a nice and brown covering over all of our beef. Once most of our beef is fully browned, we are going to go in and add some cumin, followed by our sauteed vegetables and roasted tomatoes. Then we are going to give everything a good stir. Now that everything is nicely incorporated, we are going to go in and add our tomato paste and tomato sauce, followed by our chipotle sauce. I allowed everything to cook and come to a boil for about 5 to 10 minutes before adding my beans. These just happens to be the beans that I decided to use for my chili. Feel free to use any kind of beans that you prefer. After about 20 to 30 minutes, I then went in and added my tomato sauce to help thicken the broth. After about another 30 minutes, our sauce will have thickened. Then I went in and added my brown sugar because I forgot. Now that our sauce has thickened and our beans are now fully cooked, we are ready to serve our chili. If you are cooking this with me, I know you know, and I know you can smell how great this chili smells. I decided to top mine with sour cream, cheddar cheese, some jalapenos, and some bacon pieces, and boy, I am so happy that I learned how to cook. This is one of the best chili recipes that I have ever come encounter with. It's loaded with beef, it is absolutely full of flavor, and hands down probably one of your favorite meals that you are going to love to have during the winter. Well, ciao amigos, and see you in the next video. Let me know if you enjoyed this recipe as much as I did, and let me know how it went for you.